Welcome. Welcome. We in here. Yes, let's do it. Let's go live. Let's go live. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. There was no TikTok live today. I was so I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'll be so happy when it don't be no TikTok live. I tell y'all what. Hey, thanks for the gifts. Thank you. Hey. So listen, y'all remember when Charles was talking to Perez Hilton, right? Y'all remember that, right? Hey, Red. You sent me a clip last night. Listen, what was your clip? I be so behind on checking DMs. You know that. I be behind. Hey, by all means. So I know everybody's been talking about Perez Hilton with his Happy Hump Day. I know everybody's been talking about Perez Hilton with his whatever the situation was with him. Listen, isn't it ironic? Josiah came to the door. Yes, wait, again? He's on camera again? Y'all know what? Let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this, and this is from what I've heard. If you are adopting a child, you're not supposed to have them on social media. If you're fostering a child, if you're anything that has to do with DHS or something like that, children, all of these things, you're not supposed to have them on camera. Okay? Now, I don't think you can talk about them either. I don't think you can talk about them either. And this is just what I've heard recently. So that may be why they're keeping it such a secret per se. But you know they are getting paid for it. Now, I think that little boy went to get a haircut. At least they're getting him a haircut. I think they can't talk about him or show him. I think if who's ever supervising their foster care over that child, I think they might get in trouble if these people find out that that kid's been on camera. He got in the car with Charles. Charles is out of control. Okay? Charles didn't get a haircut. They could only afford one haircut today. Somebody said Charles need one. He couldn't get a haircut today as much as he love a haircut. Listen, Charles is out of control. Charles just showing the little boy off. The little boy just jumping up in Charles. I think the little boy probably feels more comfortable around Charles. That may be why he's continuing to pop into Charles's lives. I don't know. Charles got one too? Okay, good. Good. When does school start in Alabama? Is he gonna be? I hope he ain't gonna be homeschooled. Who gonna teach him? Who gonna read to him? Who gonna teach him what 17 minus 800 is? Girl, come on, Hill. Somebody said next week. Hey, VMAC. Thanks, BMJ. Okay, so listen. So I came across some video of what they're saying was Perez Hilton's video he made before whatever he did, okay? Listen, somebody said that he was talking about Ariana Grande before he did it. Somebody said, I'm a snitch on him. Y'all know what? That little boy had to be in a very bad situation That little boy had to be in a very bad situation for them to place him there. You know that? I don't know if whatever situation he was pulled out of is better than where he is now. But I believe he was probably, I mean, being over there with them might be better than him being at one of those housing places where the kids can, you know what? I don't know. It seems like he's getting hit over there too. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best place for the kid. I listen. Lord have mercy. Prayers for Perez. I know, right? I'm trying to get into that. I'm trying to get into it. Listen. I'm going to let y'all listen to what he had to say. Just a little bit of what he had to say. Let's listen to a little bit of what he had to say.
Most beautiful way. I'm not used to being supported. I'm used to getting hate. So having people send positive vibes my way. Thank you.
For those of y'all who don't know who this man is, he was like the #1 troll for Hollywood. He trolled any and everybody. He put all information he knew out about these people. And he got people who still don't like him to this day. There are bridges that he's burned that he can't repair.
I made a lot of mistakes in my past. We all have. Nobody's perfect. But my mistakes are very public. The internet is forever. Receipts are forever.
Somebody said literally the first troll. Literally the first troll, ain't it?
I carry with me deep shame and regret. I'm sorry. I will continue to apologize. I have also reached out to make amends. I've apologized publicly and privately to dozens of people. I also saw recently that Kristen Johnson of A Third Rock from the Sun, that I hurt her back in the day, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to her. I'm sorry to her.
He's hurt a lot of people in Hollywood, guys. I mean, I'm not even 100% sure on how he actually got out of Hollywood. Probably because of the trolling, but we'll continue.
I will send this to her and apologize privately as well.
He's really hurt.
For the majority of my career, because I was so selfish, because I didn't care who I hurt. I just cared about the views, the attention, the money. People hated me. Some people enjoyed it, but it felt like most people hated me. And the last week, since I've been home, I haven't been getting as much.
Karma spins the block. Let me tell y'all something. I'm playing this for a reason. Not just because this man is very ironic. Don't y'all think that we literally just saw him on the live with Charles? Don't y'all think that's kind of ironic? Because I don't know if had we not seen him on the live with Charles, we'd be here right now. You know, the video would have got out there and we would have been like, you know, that's terrible. But I feel like this right here is gonna be Joe one day.
Much hate. And I've been getting love and prayers. Because support and praise can be a false god. You can get used to it. You can expect it. You can need it. But I would be lying if I didn't say that.
Somebody said, why am I getting all spooked down about it? Girl, see, Courtney, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of spooky and crazy, ain't it?
It really lifted me up. Thank you. And yes, I made a lot of mistakes in my past, but I know that God loves me. And I know that some people are fed up with me talking about God. You don't have to watch these videos.
Listen, guys, here's the thing. There's not enough places and there's not enough people who are willing to try and reach out for mental health. You understand what I'm saying? Here's the thing. People don't want to be labeled as that person sometimes. It may be that. It could be a number of things. But we like to think that Perez has connections to get to places that he needs to be if he needs help. We don't know his financial situation. We don't know any of this. But here's what we do know. He was having a mental breakdown and his kids were there. Okay? When you got something pressing you so terribly that you're willing to do these things in front of your children, there's something really going on in his head, you know? And it could be the fact that he feels really bad about what he's done in Hollywood. Because like they said, I don't even know if this is karma. I don't want to say it's karma. This man's probably been going through a lot for a long time. But there's a way to troll. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to troll. I never started out being a bad troll. I don't think I'm a bad troll now. It's just that there's somebody picking on me.
You don't have to watch. I love God. My experience was real. My testimony is important. I respect everybody. You don't have to believe in God. I respect all religions. I celebrate
Misfit, they said his kids were theirs from what I heard.
and love all religions. Let me take a moment. And I know this might sound cheesy.
Oh no, I'm not going to X to see what he did. I don't want to see that. It's you know, that's not something I want to see.
But I know that God loves me. God has forgiven me. And almost more importantly, I have forgiven myself.
He hasn't forgiven himself. Let's start there. Let's start there. I don't think he's forgiven himself. Because if he's forgiven himself, why is he doing this? A lot of people walk around with a lot of pain and a lot of hate and a lot of, you know, some things you can forgive for. Some things I really respect people that they can't. Some things you can't forgive for. If someone hurts you so deeply that you can't forgive them, that's on you. I would prefer, if you can, to move on with your life if it's not something that damages you daily. But if you're holding on to something that painful, that every day you think about it and every day you feel like it's more and more overwhelming, do what you have to do to get that off your heart, because it's not a good thing to keep hanging on to stuff. And it does not matter how many people he's apologized to. I think what matters to him is the amount of people who didn't accept his apology.
And I know there still are people out there who want to see me suffer and want to see me pay for the mistakes and the bad decisions and the hurt that I caused in the past. Karma. And they're entitled to that opinion. It is valid. I earned those thoughts, but I forgive myself. What matters is today.
Somebody said what happened with him. He had a mental breakdown on live and he started hurting himself. Allegedly in front of his children. Now listen. They're saying that he was outing people in Hollywood in a time where it wasn't cool. Not to say it's cool now, but I'm saying at a time to where it wasn't accepted. He probably ruined some people's lives. You know what I'm saying?
How I behave today, how I behave tomorrow. And not only did God save me.
The children weren't there? Okay, great. Thanks, Roro. Thank you so much. The children were not there, guys.
In so many ways, but God gave me a new lease on life and a new opportunity to truly be better and do better. And I've already met the very judgmental Christian people over the last few days, and I have to provide for my family. I have 3 young children and my mother that I also support, and my sister.
So this is why I probably thought the children were there. He said he has 3 young children and a mother that he supports and a sister. Now imagine, is he still getting paid? What does he do to get paid? Because if TikTok is his only source of funds right now, he may really be in a slumper.
Who works for me? I'm doing my best. I'm doing things differently than before.
Hey, Ken.
My heart is filled with gratitude and love and repentance. I'm sorry. I forgive myself. I forgive you if you want bad things to happen to me. And I send you love. I send you all.
Why do y'all keep talking about Carlos? Why do y'all keep talking about Carlos?
Love, especially the people who have been so kind recently. Everybody on the Talkie Tick, everybody everywhere.
On the Talkie Tick.
Thank you.
You know, TikTok is funding a lot of people's lives. And let me tell you how I feel about TikTok funding a lot of people's lives. People like Perez. Why are some Christians so judgmental? You know what, BMJ? I don't know. You have a lot of people, and I'm going to tell you this. Every single time that something crazy happens, every single one of the MAGA people call themselves Christian people. Not all of the MAGA people are racist. I want to believe that not all of them are racist. But every single one of them that does something crazy start yelling out about Christian stuff. I don't know what they do. That's what religion does. Oh my gosh. Carlos is drunk. Roro, what's happening? Is he on live? Girl, listen. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to be 100% honest. Whatever's going on with Carlos, that's Carlos. We didn't come into this live. We didn't come into this situation that we're in with so-and-so. We didn't come into this to cover Carlos. What channel is he on? I don't know. I don't know what channel he's on. I'm not indulging in whatever he's got going on. Whatever he's got going on, I don't want any parts of it. TikTok is so toxic, ain't it? You just have to take yourself out of that part of it. Listen, I'm trying to take myself out of toxic TikTok, guys. I understand we get on live and we laugh and we get on live and we joke. That's all it is to me. I don't hate Joe. I don't hate Charles. I don't hate anybody. Let's start there. We do this for fun and laughs. We're not saying anything that hadn't already been said. We're not doing anything that hadn't already been done. We may be the blueprint of some things that people are doing right now. All they do is battle and argue. And it's getting so exhausting. It's getting so exhausting. I was so happy he didn't go live today. I feel like I owe it to you guys to cover the lives because you love it so much. I'll just be like, oh, dear God, do I have to do it? Laughter is good for the soul, and that's why I keep doing it, Red. You know what I'm saying? You don't want, there's enough lives out there with people pissing you off. You know what I'm saying? There's enough lives out there with people that's pissing you off, and I don't want to be one of them. I don't want to be one of those lives where people are pissed, where I'm pissing people off. Okay? That ain't what I ever wanted out of my lives. That's never what I wanted out of my lives. Never. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. That's why I catch your lives. You know, you got people trying to fuel drama. They're throwing gasoline on that fire. And don't let it be Friday. Oh my God, don't let it be Friday. If it's Friday, all kinds of shenanigans are happening. Your channel is very entertaining and fun. Thank you so much. Y'all know when Friday roll around, people start thinking like over the weekend, you know, you have to go viral. Let me tell y'all something. Weekend drama, ain't it? Let me tell y'all something. If you're a person that can go viral, just go viral every day. But I'm going to tell y'all something else. If you don't get 1 million views or more, you're not viral. Let's start there. If you don't get 1 million views or more, you are not viral. That's not called going viral because you got 100,000 views. No. That's not called going viral because you got a little few select people that watch your recordings. It will start tomorrow. It will, ain't it, Roro? I'm so glad. Y'all know what? Every single time I get off live, I am so glad that I've got, first of all, such a very loyal following of people. And secondly, that we don't play into the BS. Do I hear about some of it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Do I hear about people saying stuff about troll? Absolutely. Do I address it? No. You know why? Because that's what they want me to do. That's what they want me to do. Every single day, people keep making troll out to be the clout. I don't want to be the clout. I just want to do my lives, make y'all laugh, make y'all have a good time, and go on about my day. That's it. I don't want to know who's drunk. I don't want to know who's talking about whose mama. Hell, I don't even want to know if anybody pulled up or not no more. I'm done with all that. Done. $100K is good, but TikTok is so big, it's basically nothing. It's basically nothing that archives. Think about this. Think about this. Think about the fact that people who really go viral in a day. Millions of views in one single day. They don't need a whole weekend. They don't need a whole weekend to go viral. People that can go viral in one day. And hell, if your content didn't go viral on your page first, it don't really mean shit, does it? Thanks for the jewels. It don't really mean nothing if you don't make $1 off of it. You know, I see a lot of people out here. We live in a world now, guys, to where so many people want to go viral. So many people want to put out a viral video. And 90% of these people who are out here recording random things like people being hurt, people being chased, all these bad things where they don't decide to put the camera down and step in and help somebody. All of these people who are out here recording these things to go viral, 90% of them aren't even monetized. I like your YouTube recaps of the donkey. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Y'all, Lord have mercy. Somebody, oh my God. Sherry. Oh my God, Sherry. I'm just going to let y'all read that real quick. Y'all have to be careful. Y'all have to be careful of people that will do anything for a view. Okay? You have to be careful for people that will do anything for a view. We don't care. Whatever's going on with them people, we don't have ties to them. We don't have ties. We have decided on I'm Just Here to Troll that all we're doing is covering Joe's life, and we're talking about other things. We know so-and-so is a liar. We know the lies. We're talking about other things. Troll has come to talk about other things. Please don't mention anything regarding that person or anyone else. Sherry, listen to me carefully. I appreciate your support. I posted your comment so that everybody can see it. Here's why. Because there are people that really care about stuff like that. There are people that love the drama, you know? There are people that love the drama. We just want out of it. Sherry, that's why, listen, That's why I posted your comment. This comment right here. I agree. The lies are crazy. That's why I posted your comment. That's why. Because I just wanted to let the people read it so that they can know, because we were there when it was said. We were there when it was said. And I just wanted to let people know. Now, listen. We're going to wrap up with Perez Hilton real quick. And because Perez Hilton is going through a lot of stuff. And I played that video because I wish the best for him. I hope he pulls through with this. I hope he can pull himself together for his children and his mama. Amoy done changed his name. Oh my God, Amoy. Where is Amoy? Where's my phone? Girl. You know what? You know what? Let's talk about Amoy real quick. Let's talk about Amoy real quick. Okay. Amoy told us that he was changing his way of life because of Jehovah and his mama. Isn't that what we heard? Isn't that what we heard? You saw the video of Shamar's arrest. I posted it on my Did y'all see the video of Shamar's arrest? Yep. Okay, good. Good. Let's finish up with Amoy. Listen. There's a video. Oh, let me play that video. Let me play that video since y'all mentioned Amoy. If I can find it. Amoy is, you know what? I don't know if Amoy is fighting with demons or I thought Shamar. Yeah, Shamar is out. He had a warrant. I think they said it was for assault. I think he assaulted somebody. Maybe. He didn't know he had a warrant. Let's start there. So Amoy's baby mama came out and stated that when she was dating Amoy, she knew he was a little weird, but she thought that it was just because he was raised by women. And that she had no clue I'm going to play it for you. Let me play it for you. Because Amoy, I'm so confused. I'm more confused than he is. Lord Shamar free now. Yeah, he free. He free. He is free. He is free 99. Did y'all not see the video? Girl. Hold on. Let me let y'all listen to it. Let me let y'all listen to what Amoy's girlfriend or baby mama or who the hell is she? Is she his baby mama? Amoy got to get his life together because he sat up here and said he was changing his ways for his mama. And now he's changed his mind. How does that come about? How is that logical? Because if you're doing this for your mama,
oh, the whole graduation stuff. It's clips all over the social media with you saying F Jalen. You don't give a fuck. He's grown. Oh, excuse my language. He's grown. He doesn't need to be taken. I don't got to do nothing for him. You don't. You ain't really did nothing anyway. Like,
okay, look,
my son is a level 3. My son is level 3 autistic.
now this is Amoy's baby mama.
It's 3 levels. If you don't know anything about it, look it up. My son is level 3. My son is always going to need somebody to look out for him and make decisions for him. Always. And I said, that's the thing that bothers me. I don't really care about what he says about me. I don't care. If you know, you know. I can give 2 fucks.
All right, so answer this question for somebody, right? You already know this because we done discussed this. When he said that his mama ran up on you and you didn't do anything, can you let them know
I
that?
don't know nothing about his mom running up on me. I seen his mom at the gas station, I think, last year, or maybe the beginning of this year, and I didn't know who she was because she looked different and she had lost weight. But I said it kind of looked.
Yeah, Amoy got a baby mama. This her. One of these girls. I don't know which one of them is. I think it's the one at the top. But yeah, he got a son. He got a son.
Like her, so I just kept looking, and she eventually looked at me, and I said, "Oh, hey, Phyllis." I mean, I walked up to the car, you know, said, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "Hey, how you doing? How's Jalen doing?" And I'm like, "He's good." And she was like, "Well, tell him, you know, I love him, and I'll see him soon." And that was that, and that was the whole conversation. So she didn't have no argument.
You already know how he might come tomorrow.
She didn't fuss at me. We didn't.
Wait a second. Y'all didn't. Yeah, you wait a second. Y'all didn't know Amoy had a baby mama. Y'all didn't know he had a son. I've heard him say something about his son multiple times. I've heard him tell people to leave his son out of it and some other things.
Argue. We didn't do any of that. So everything he says is, I don't know, lies. And it's just like, why do you feel the need to get up here and just lie? Like, what do you, I don't know. Maybe he's mad because he's trash. Maybe he's mad because he is a deadbeat. Maybe that's why he's mad. I don't know.
Well, listen, look, he did all this crying today. He did all the crying today, letting his supporters know that he loves them and that, you know, and they were begging for him to stay.
I said, but mind you, a year ago, he was just up here. Oh, I have 2 daughters that I have to take care of. Like, Jalen was just trash. And, like, he wasn't nothing.
Wait, he got 3 kids? Amoy got 3 kids?
I said, out of all of this, Jalen is the innocent one of this. And that's the only thing that bothers me.
For him to stay.
I said, but mind you, a year ago, he was just up here. Oh, I have 2 daughters that I have to take care of. Like, Jalen was just trash. And, like, he wasn't nothing. I said, out of all of this, Jalen is the innocent one of this. And that's the only thing that bothers me. For you to sit up here and treat my
Girl, Amoy got 3 kids. How old is Amoy?
son as if he's done something to you because you're upset with me because you didn't like what I said to you about how you treated my son when he was with you. That's why he's pissed off on me. And you would like to get up here and say what you want to say, but if I get up here and tell my truth, which is the truth, I don't have no fucking point to prove the number.
Wait, somebody says no, he claims other people's kids. You know what? Nothing makes me more upset than a man that gets out here and treats the woman that he's dating's children better than he treats his own. You know that? Amoy is 42 years old. Out here still confused. He does have a son. This lady is the son's mom.
About it. Never. I will never get up here to prove anything. You believe what you want to believe. If you know, you know. And there's plenty of people out here that knows. So, I mean, but don't play with my kid. Like, why are you playing with him? Don't play with him.
Tracy, someone else asked a question. They said, "Do you think Miss Phyllis is an enabler in your opinion?" I don't think she be having anything to do with what the heck he got
Let me
going
choose
on.
my words carefully.
About to say, I know for a
Let me
fact
choose my words carefully.
Amoy is going through something, guys. Let me ask y'all this real quick. Let me ask y'all this first. You finally called Pillow Talk. Welcome. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Amoy is doing this for attention? Or do y'all really think he's he's got something going on. I kind of want to believe that it's because he got something going on. Amore is 42 and still behaving like an immature child. You know, I liked him better. I liked him better when he just got on the camera and danced and sang and whatever else he does. But here's the problem. So many people get on this internet. You know, I'm not going to even say so many people. I'm going to name a couple of people out. Amore, Joe, and there's another one. Listen, guys. A lot of people think that having a man, even if you are a man, is the best thing in the world. And they like to tell us that we don't have one and that nobody loves us. Meanwhile, nobody's putting a claim on you. Nobody's putting a claim on Amore. Amore was just dating some guy, and now him and the guy are beefing. The guy, girl, who was the guy, y'all? Y'all know the guy I'm talking about? This last guy that Amore was dating? Who was he? His BM went off on him today. She actually did. She actually did. Amore was dating some guy just a little while ago, guys. I mean, like, I believe he dated this guy for like 2 days. I don't know. And then the guy goes out and says Amore and Shamar. Says Amore's breath stinks and that his teeth are yellow and that the lasagna that he cooked was terrible. That might be what I'm trying to say, Nate. He might have been Shamar's ex. Girl, he went out there and said everything and threatened to pull up and all of these things. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, there are literally people out here that clout chase off of other people. Look at how many people Amore have had. Look at how many people Amore's dated. Right? Look at how many people Amore's dated. And you know what they've all done? They've jumped all up in that camera. They jumped all up in that camera. They try to run up their followers and their views. Amore's mouth looks nasty. Let me tell y'all something. Now, I didn't appreciate that guy going out there and saying the things that he said about Amore. Here's why. You kissed him on camera. You kissed him on camera. You knew his breath stank before you kissed him. This is why I don't be on Facebook. This is why I've shut down my regular Facebook page and only go off of the troll page. Because you got people on there that want to air out their baby daddy. They want to talk about how their underwear look. They want to talk about how he doesn't bathe. They want to talk about this. How does that make you look? How does that make you look? If I tell you, girl, I just slobbered this guy down and his breath smelled like poo. How does that make me look? See, people get it twisted. When you think you're outing somebody that you're dealing with, you're really outing yourself. That's who you're outing. You're outing yourself. Because you're the one that was with him and you knew what was going on. Thanks, Nate. You're the one that was with him and you knew what was going on. It seems like Facebook is so full of negativity when it comes to your personal pages. You always got that one person that's always throwing out subliminal messages. You always got that few people that's on there telling you their whole life history of where they've been today. We don't care. I thought Facebook was to talk about nice things and happy things. And I know sometimes people's lives aren't happy and nice. And sometimes you want to tell people about something that went on with you. But who wants to be sad every day? Listen, I ain't trying to be sad. If something's worrying me to death, I'm getting it out of my life. I can't do it. Life's too short to be running around mad at people. Life's too short to be sad. Life's too short to not be out here doing what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do it. Then you got Amoy on here crying, saying, I'm taking time off of the internet, guys. Well, do it. What are you crying for? But there are also people that need to take time off of the internet. There are people that need to take time off the internet. Let me tell y'all what we sat and watched yesterday. Yesterday we did a live recap, right? We did a live recap. Let me take this down. Let me remove this. Let me put up my little thing for they say you can't talk about people. For they say you can't talk about people. Now listen. We watched the live yesterday. We did a recap. And we set up and we watched a person. Thanks, BMJ. We set up and we watched a person run around a camera, around the countertop, 6 or 7 times to delete, to block the people who were screaming team. Okay? If you put team in there, you got blocked yesterday. Okay? That's what happened to you. We sat and watched them do that multiple times. But when the battle was over and the spouse was saying, thanks, guys. Thanks this person. Thanks that person. Thanks this person. Thanks that person. You know what the other one said? He said, oh, I would thank you guys personally, but I have to run all the way around the counter just to thank you guys. He had already ran around the counter 5 or 6 times. And then he ran around the counter right after he told these people he couldn't thank them to block some more people that was team troll. Listen, guys. Not everybody appreciates your time. Not everybody appreciates your gifts. Not everybody appreciates your views. And they're still gifting him, yeah. He was on there saying, I need some galaxies. I need some money guns. The whole damn live, and he never got them. Mind you, I had already got them both. End of the live, he said, I got 91,000 likes. End of my live, I had max, I think, a little over 600 people in the live at one time. And I had almost 200,000 likes. If people don't like you, they just don't like you. If people don't support you, they just don't support you. I don't have to ask my people for gifts. I don't have to ask my people for likes. We get in there and we have a good time. And that's what we're supposed to do. I'm going to do it if you don't send me no gifts. I'm going to do it if you don't send me no likes. Because I like to do it. Oh, you don't know why he's hiding that boy. Let me tell you why. Because if you're fostering some children, You're not allowed to put them on the internet or in pictures. You're not allowed to. You're not supposed to do that. I believe the reasoning is if you have a foster child whose parents are looking for them, whose parents aren't supposed to be around them, whatever the case may be, that they're a foster child, you could possibly be putting them in danger. This is why they don't mention the kid. They're not supposed to. Here's the problem. If CPS finds out that that boy is on video on the internet, bad things will happen because he's not supposed to be on the internet. He's not. Somebody said the mama is yeah, I heard that too, Misfit. Oh yeah, he blocking people, Brittany. Listen, he probably blocked 50 people yesterday. The teens were eating him alive. The teens were eating him alive so badly that he ran around that countertop at least 7 times while we were watching the live to block people. He was blocking people. But what happened to at first, it was, oh, if you're over here, you're on my team. If you're over here, you're on my team. What happened to that? What happened to that? You can't filter out the strong. You know what I'm saying? Team Troll is strong. You heard? Brock blocked our good brother Ken. Ain't it? Ain't it, Roro? Just block Ken. Team Troll is strong, you know? We out here birthing other teams. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Joe is going to have to turn his comments off to run Team Troll away. The reverse psychology never works for him, Nate. It never works. He tries so hard. Oh my God. He's going to have to turn them comments off. You said the child is a relative. He might be. I don't know. That might be why. You know, we don't know how long it took. I'm believing. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I believe they've been trying for a long time to get said child. Here's why. We were told that the 3rd bedroom was just full of clothes to the ceiling. Right? That's what we were told by them. And then we saw them in that room the first time we saw said boy. In a room with a bed. Probably the cleanest room in the house. I hope he is. You know what? I hope so too, Angel, but it still doesn't seem to make it any nicer for him there. You know? Not the mod stealing. What they stealing? It takes a lot. It takes a lot to earn loyalty from people. And you know what people don't like? People don't like for you to tell them one thing and do another one. Number one. And people don't like when you do anything for views. He said he said he's afraid to make other people mods because he don't trust nobody. He was doing it himself, Brittany. He was running around there taking out Team Troll himself. He was blocking people himself. Listen, the trolling is too hard on that page. It's too much for one person. That one person is catching pure hell. You can't just mod for a page where if you got 1,400 people, 1,300 other people are trolls. You can't be a mod for that. Scammers never trust other people. Ain't it? Listen, 2 mods ain't enough. He need 100 mods. He need 100 mods. You can't mod when 90% of your chat are trolls. That's overwhelming. That's overwhelming. You can't read a single comment because every one of them say team something, or is a bunch of tomatoes, or is a bunch of roaches. What can you do? Girl, let me tell you something about that spouse. That spouse don't give a damn. Okay? That spouse, you tell me that spouse supposed to be a mod. That spouse don't give a damn. That spouse been embarrassing the hell out of him for the last week. That spouse had him muted. That spouse brought Perez Hilton over there and said, look, we don't go together. Somebody said I send bell peppers and onions. Ain't it? You know, I don't know. Somebody must have said, hey, listen, let me tell you something. If you put bell peppers and onions in everything, that means you can cook. I believe he was told that. He don't care. He don't care about him at all. It's gonna go from 1.4K to 50. You are 100% right. And I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. It's going to happen tomorrow. Watch. It's going to happen tomorrow. You know why? Because nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Here's the thing. If you're blocking a person that's trolling you, those people don't care to go make another page to troll you on. They don't care. It's so easy to make another TikTok page. You might as well just let them throw whatever they're throwing at you. You might as well. Because if you're over there blocking people who don't have a profile picture, people whose profile picture is a letter, people whose domain name is just numbers, you're wasting your time. Those are troll pages anyway. Most of them. This is how I got most of the people that join my lives, is from him blocking people and TikTok dropping them right into my live. So tomorrow, I'm going to try to be in that live so that when he drops them, they'll come right down to me. They come right down to me. Charles got the clout. And he got the haters. Girl, listen. Listen. It's bad for both of them. Charles can't get past 300 people. Charles can't get past 300 people. You know, there was a point to where, you know, they kind of liked for people to think that they didn't need this and they didn't need that. And they're making so much here and so much there. Now they don't give a shit. They want money every which way they can get it. And here's the problem. You don't foster kids for free. You don't foster kids on your dollar. They pay you. They pay you to take care of those children. They give you food stamps. They give you vouchers for bills. They give you a check. If it's school time, they buy you clothes. He took off today. Yesterday was too dramatic for him. He couldn't take it today. He couldn't take it today. And for all we know, somebody said they took the boy to get a haircut. For all we know, they could have been preparing him for school today. I don't know. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. If you live off of the internet, there's no days off. There's no days off. You don't make enough money to take days off. So now when you come back, you're going to be hooting and hollering and loud and wrong and trying to go viral just to get your money back up because you missed today. Because you missed today. So here's the thing. We are going to continue to do what we're going to do when we want to do it. I've already spoken today about us not entertaining any beef. We're not entertaining any beef. We're not entertaining anybody else's lives. We're definitely not entertaining panels. We started going live to do one thing. We didn't start going live to do other things. We're going to do other things, but not the other things that they want us to do. We're not. I just pray nobody makes fun of, okay, yeah, you know what? I was telling the chat earlier that I don't know what situation that kid came from. I just hope that where he is now is a better situation. Because you got to think about it like this. We see through a window, right? We're watching things through a window, okay? And we can see things, but we can't always hear things. But we can always read body language. They don't like kids. At least one of them doesn't. That one kid is messing up everything he got going on. He's having to get up early. He can't sleep as much. He keeps getting his lives interrupted. Kids are 100% off limits. Somebody said, which isn't much, ain't he? He don't like kids, y'all. We see it. We see it. We seen it. I was watching a live today where somebody put a bunch of pictures together of interactions with Blueface and his girlfriend's son. And it was a bit disturbing. Strictly for the money, 100%. Trying to prove a housewife, knowing he, listen, we see it. Nobody ain't got to tell us nothing. We see. You don't like kids. I was watching a clip of Tasha K. Y'all know Tasha K got a I don't know if it's a talk show or but somebody in Tasha K's live, I don't know how you announce a male and female's clothing. I don't want to misgender anybody, but it was a male and female's clothing trying to fight Tasha K because she called him a male in female's clothing. It's a podcast. Okay. If I'm telling you, like for the most part, I'm gonna be flat out honest. I respect people's pronouns. Okay. I respect people's pronouns, but they have to understand that not everyone's going to. And that aspect of it almost got Tasha K into a fight with this man because he was upset that she said that he was not a woman. Almost like a podcast. Did you see it, Pepper? Did you see it? This man was about to rip Tasha K in half. He was about to rip her in half. And you know what? The man was as big as Joe. Big old tall man. He had no business trying to fight her. When was this? I saw it today on Tasha K's Instagram. I don't think she can post it. I don't think she can post it on TikTok. It may be too vulgar. It may be too vulgar to post on TikTok, but I saw it on her Instagram. They were having like a panel, like a podcast, I guess, and she had a few people up there. And the one guy he was next to her. If he wanted to do anything to her, he could have easily. Pepper, I don't either. The number one thing that gets to me is you can't be mad at a woman for not wanting to address you as a woman. That's the way I feel. But like I said, I respect pronouns. Not all people do, though. Apparently, Tasha K doesn't. Because if a biological female tells you you're not a female, you should probably accept that. Especially if you ain't had the surgery. If you haven't had the surgery, you might need to just accept that. Because not all men that dress like that want to be put in a, alignment surgery. Not all of them want an alignment surgery. Why you want to dress like that? I don't know. Especially if you don't have a girlist. You know what? And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. Why does everybody want to be a bad bitch? Why does everybody want to be a female? Why? I know that there are men out there that are happily doing what they want to do and don't want to be a female. We had Saucy Santana, right? He went on a morning show, Young Jock morning show. Okay? It's based out of Atlanta. He went on there to address them of why they called him big. Do y'all think Saucy Santana is big? Bored being a man. Girl, listen. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be a man. Oh my God. There was a time in my life where I said, men have so much fun. They don't have to have cramps. They don't have to this. They don't have to that. Now look, I think that every one of these men who want to prance around as a female need to wake up one day on day 2 of their cycle. They need to wake up full-blown day 2, where everything is terrible. They need to be having cramps. They need to be upset. The men with the beards, ain't it? And everybody wants to be a little dainty woman. Why? Why does everybody want to be a little dainty woman? Saucy, you're not a little dainty woman. So-and-so, you're not a little dainty woman. Amoy, you're not a little dainty woman. You may be skinny, but you're not a little dainty woman. Well, all you want to do is eat, be alone, and watch TV. That's what I want. But you know what I want for him? I want for him to not be able to be alone. I want for them to not be able to watch TV. I want them to have to go to work like that. I want it to be one of those days where you need to call out of work and say, look, I just can't do it today. I just can't do it today. I'm having problems. It's my time of the month. I can't do it today. I want it to be one of those days, but you can't call out of work. This is some new stuff, these beards and wigs. What you said, beards and wigs, this is new stuff. Because when most of us who were growing up knew our mom had a friend that was like this or something to that nature, the men back in the day that were like this, they were really about that life. Okay? There was no in between. The men back in the day was really about that life. There was no in between. You wouldn't see them with facial hair. You want to see him with blood clot pampers. Brittany, I want all of that for him. Can't sleep on your back, by all means. Listen. By all means, I want them to have whatever your worst day is, day 2, I believe it's day 2. I want them to be on day 2 and have to go to work and work the full shift. And then what you just said, Diamond. And after that, I want them to have a whole week of that same day too. And then menopause. And then I want a whole week of contractions. See how you feel about that. And they gotta wear white pants. And they gotta wear white pants. Listen, they think it's so easy. I think it's more or less, here's what I think. I think they just want to be pretty. You know? Hot flashes. I'm just saying, like, I want them to get the full wrath of every age of woman. You know what I'm saying? I want them to get the full wrath of every age of going through having a female body. The sharp butt things that come out of nowhere. By all means, listen, I need them to have all of that. They'll feel so differently. They'll feel so differently. Their lives will change after that. Because I feel like if you're out here doing all of these things and you set your mouth to disrespect a woman for minor things. Now, I ain't talking about some woman that just walked up to you and went ham on you. Okay, if some woman walks up to a man and even if he is dressed like her, you know, everybody ain't accepting that. But for the ones of them that go out here and dress like us and want to act like how they think we act, I'm not saying that's how I'm acting. They're acting how they think we act. Okay? You don't have the last thing you should be doing is disrespecting a woman. Somebody said the breastfeeding. I want them to have all of that. Amoy at one point in time, when he first got back on YouTube, on TikTok, you know what Amoy said when he first got back on TikTok? He came to the camera, he had a bottle. He came to a camera, he had a bottle. He said, I'm on hormones now. I'm on hormones. You know what I think happened? I think those hormones started doing stuff to him he didn't like. He ain't mentioned the hormones ever since, has he? Not you done fell asleep. Welcome back. Girl, go to bed. You can go to bed. We're not going to stay much longer. I'm going to wrap this up, Roro. You can go to bed, sweetheart. We can never be jealous. We won because we are. Listen, Brittany, he hates women. Okay, Brittany? With every fiber of his being, he hates women. How can you hate something you don't want to be? Something that you want to be, you ask. Because you know that you will never. That's crazy, don't y'all think? Don't y'all think that's crazy to hate something that you want to be so badly? It's crazy. Meanwhile, we're out here, we're the most unappreciated people in the world. And I'm not saying just black women. I'm saying women in general. We're the most unappreciated people in the world. Here's why. Because we have men that think that we have to do for them. This is a new day and time. Never, Kiki. Never. Never. He's never out of character. Never. Girl, looking less feminine by the minute. Less feminine by the minute. Okay? Girl, for a cookie? Lord, listen, y'all. I don't, you know what? I read once where people thought that the LGBTQ community were they had mental issues, which is why they were like that. I don't believe. Here's what I believe. If you don't believe that people were born that way, you're crazy. People can literally be born LGBTQ. Don't let science tell you they can't. Don't let doctors tell you they can't. Don't let whatever religion you believe in tell you they can't, because they can. Let's start there. But the problem with today is that people are opportunists. And people weren't raised the same way that people were raised back in, from, I'm going to say, the 1990s and back. People weren't raised the same. We were taught that it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. I believe love is love. If you found somebody to love and somebody that loves you, then by all means love. Then by all means get your love. Because we got people out here bragging about being married, but can't even be addressed by their spouse. Imagine you went out and married somebody and you're all going out here gung-ho about my husband, my husband. And you say, hey, who is that person to you? And you're like, my bleep 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 homeboy, blood, second half, guy I live with. Imagine that. Whatchamacallit, ain't it? Imagine that. You can't even accept the fact that you're married to a man. Let's start there. But you keep throwing it in our face. Y'all ain't got, you ain't got a husband. You ain't got a husband. You ain't got a husband. But you know what? We're happier than you are. We're unorthodox. Look at us. We don't go together. Ain't it? We don't go together. Look at us. Embarrass you every single day of your life. You get embarrassed. He has said he's bi. I asked him personally. I asked him from another account. And he said, he called out the account name and he says, I said, hey, are you bi? And he called out the account name that I was under and he said, yes. Here's the thing though. If you had asked him this, listen, if you had asked him if he was bi before he ran into Relly B, he would have told you no. He would have told you no. Because in his head, he wasn't. But when he saw Relly B, and he was like, dang, I might actually be back. Because he liked Relly B. Oh, he liked the hell out of Relly B. But to be honest with you, I think if he had a choice, if he wasn't put in the situation that he's in now, I think he would be with a woman. He wanted him and he shut that down. He sure did. Oh, hey, listen, Kiki. He really considering Gabe right now. Gabe done got that BBL. Gabe BBL looking good. I think he might really be considering Gabe. Really hella cute. Oh, he is. Carries himself well. Nice house. He may have a nasty attitude, but he's nice looking. He carries himself well. He can cook. Find someone closer to his age. Let me tell you about that real quick. Closer to his age. Let me tell you about that real quick. Anybody who's dating a younger person, that's their worst nightmare. Their worst nightmare is that younger person finding someone closer to their age. Because you got to think about this. Depending upon age gap, what did they say the age gap is with them two? At least 10 or 12 years, maybe 13, maybe 15 years from what the papers say from them. We believe it's like 20, 30 years. We believe it's like 30 years. I mean, that's what we believe. But anyways, here's what you have to consider and you have to understand. Not all young people are mature enough to get you. You know what I'm saying? They're not mature enough to get you. You got a young person and they want to joke and play jokes on you and prank you and laugh all the time in situations that aren't funny. And you're mad because you're old and you've already been past that stage. You have to accept these young people. But the problem is that when you get people that are way older, they're going to always treat you like they're your parent. 69 years old, ain't it? He's much older than 49. Let me tell you something. I don't care who says it. I don't care if I seen a birth certificate. I don't care if the president told me. I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that. You got this man a game and a room and stuck him in there and put claims on him. Girl, Kiki, he would love to be clubbing. Girl, if he could go club, he club every day. This is a person that sits outside for 12, 13 hours a day. Ryan, he has no life anymore. He gave that up. He gave that up. He understands that now. He's given that up. He is now stuck where he is forever. If you and this is what I want to say. If you got a guy or a girl or whoever you like to date, and this person tells you, I am bi, which means whatever you got, I want the other person to. Okay? What are the stipulations on that? How do you satisfy that other side of them if you know that's who they are when you got with them? How do you give them a pass? Oh yeah, he's unwasted him. He's almost out of that. He's almost at listen. What do you got? 4 more years to be in the 30s? 5? It's over. That's not being bi. Yeah, Gabe got a real BBL. And Diamond, it looks good. I told him, he said, thanks, troll. I said, Gabe, you look the fuck good. He said, thanks, troll. He does. No, I don't think he's going through with all the other things. I think he just wants that girlish figure, as he says. In quotation marks, the girlish figure. And no, listen, the other guy didn't get a BBL. He keeps telling us that he didn't get a BBL. Let me tell you what he got. He openly said he had the weight loss surgery. He openly said he had the weight loss surgery. Then, whenever he went to whatever place gave him them fajas, he had liposuction. And what do they call it when you like take fat out of your stomach and put it somewhere else? What do they call that? Fat transfer? Is that what it's called? Liposuction and fat transfer. That's what he had. He did not have a BBL. There was no surgery. Lipo 360. That's what it was, Kiki. Yeah, that's what he got, Chelsea. That's what it was. So, that's why it looks so crazy. That's why it looks so crazy. Because imagine every day being uncomfortable. Us women, especially those of us who have enough boobs, imagine every day being uncomfortable all day long. Imagine every day you having to put on this tight bodysuit to hold yourself together. And then you can't walk straight because what you have to do down there because you want to be a different gender. Imagine that. It's never a good idea. Listen, guys, I'm going to tell you this. If you're 200 pounds, you can get that weight off and you can not look like that because you can snap that skin back. If you're 400 or 500 pounds and you have weight loss surgery, see what happens is you lose weight so fast that your body can't keep up. So you have all this extra weight of loose skin. And the reason why the neck looks like that is because the face loses weight real fast. And then you just got this big old dangly thing. I would have had that cut off. It don't cost much to have that done. I would have had that taken away. With the pain that went through going to Jing Jing and Jing Jing putting all these needles and thinking she's gonna magically draw that up, he could have went and got that fixed. Because all they do is cut it and suture it up. And there you are. Boom, you got a face line or jaw line or whatever they said. Ain't no freaking way I would have went through all that pain. So I would have just, that part of cosmetic surgery ain't as bad as having your whole damn body cut open for a BBL. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have to be a face tuck. Yeah, I would have did that, man. You mean to tell me you had a bunch of money, you ain't get a face tuck? He said he's not gonna do the loose skin removal because it's very painful. I can believe that because there's a lot of it there. There's got to be. If you were 400 or 500 pounds, there's a lot of it. It ain't like if you say, well, I was 250 pounds and I got down to 175. No, that's different. But if you was 500 or 600 pounds and you got down to 300, you got a lot of loose skin. You got it everywhere. They would have to do his whole body. I don't think, listen, that's a lot of trauma on the body. You got to do the arms. You got to do the torso. You got to do the neck. The neck can be done simply. You can go and get the little neck done. That probably don't even cost that much. When the lie was told, I'm going to go have cosmetic surgery, that's what I thought was going to be get done. Because if I had that, I get it taken out. I got that thing. Hey, listen. I'd have had that done. Lose the breast. Them breasts be coming out on go to town day, Kiki. He can't lose them. He like to go to town and have them out. But like someone asked me in the chat earlier, when does he break character? Never. Never breaks character. So listen, we came into the live. We talked about Perez Hilton and what happened with him and how ironic it was on who we saw him talk to a couple days ago, about a week ago. Not that that has anything to do with it. It's just, he don't like. No, he doesn't, Kiki. No, he doesn't. At all. You say that 3-letter name, it's like you've said a curse word to him. It's sad too. It's sad. At this point, you are absolutely right, ATL. ATL, pretty girl, you are absolutely right. Because here's why. If the spouse would accept him out of character, he would be out of character. Wouldn't you think being out of character would be more comfortable? The spouse won't accept that. And what the spouse don't understand is, in or out of character, he's the same person. He looks the same. Ain't nothing changed. Somebody said hit the like button if he's sloppy. I can't see how many likes we got. How many likes we got? I can't see it. Listen, let me tell y'all something real quick. Nobody should be uncomfortable in their own home. I don't think many people would accept being uncomfortable in their own home. The AC don't work there. It doesn't work. Ain't no way the AC works. Somebody said wheelchair legs. Girl, somebody said that in the chat the other day. I almost lost it. Wheelchair legs. He would accept anything as long as he has a place to stay. I agree. But here's the thing. He thinks he's pleasing him by squeezing into that tight thing and speaking in that light voice and having boobs out. SpongeBob Lee. Ain't it? And I love SpongeBob. Michael doesn't work. No, Michael don't. Thanks for the jewels. Thank you guys so much. Michael doesn't work. No. We had him so mad one day about Michael that he jumped up and went in there and turned Michael on. He jumped up, went in there and turned Michael on, said, listen, y'all got me messed up. Here's what he didn't understand, guys. We were doing things for a reaction. We were doing things to prove that you watch us. Thanks, Kiki. We were saying things to prove that you watch us. We were saying things for a reaction. That's what we were doing. Since you say, I don't watch people I don't like. That's what we were doing. That's all. Just trying to get reactions. And we got them. Simple-minded, very. He was mopping the other day. Hey, listen, everything we talk about, he knows. I said, until he sits down in front of that live, his people aren't going to climb. He set his ass down. People don't want to continuously be ignored. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be ignored. So this is why he's not been getting super chats on YouTube anymore, because people are feeling ignored. You want to send your super chat and know it's not going to get read? No, absolutely not. You send a super chat so that he can read it. Let's see if the spirit box gone. The Sprite box. No, it's not. I bet you. We made some changes in that household, Kim. Got Lily groomed, little Lily. You know what we ain't done though? We ain't got that fish tank cleaned. We ain't got that fish tank clean. All they had to do, y'all, was take the damn thing outside and pour the water out of it. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. Was take the fish tank outside and pour the water out of it. That's all. The water done evaporated down so far, it looks like a creek. The back porch ain't getting fixed, Kim. That's over with. That's over with. Because do you ATL pretty? You are so right. Because do you think listen, all he had to do was tell the spouse, hey, take that fish tank out and dump it out. He'd have did it. He would have did it. You know what I would have told the spouse? While you out there, get a hammer and tack the rest of that skirt up on this trailer that your dog ripped off. Ain't it? Get more stuff done. I would have, listen, while you out there walking around doing nothing, nail up that skirt around that trailer. Clean all that stuff from on top of the cabinets and the refrigerator. Throw it away. If it's been up there for years, you don't need it. Throw it away. Girl. But I don't know. I thought you had to have an inspection to get to be a foster person. I thought you had to have your finances in order. I thought you had to have your house in order. Girl, that junk drawer got stuff in it from 20 years ago. And they ain't even lived there 20 years. Girl, ain't no smoke alarm. Ain't no smoke alarm. It's not. Smoke alarm would have went off the other day when them demons tried to burn his house down. When he left the damn pan on the stove with the stove on. Got friends as doctors. Ain't it? Ain't it? The clutter makes him feel rich. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe he lied. I'm starting to lean closer toward that boy being some kin to one of them. I'm thinking that boy is actually some kin to one of them, because I think if you got a pet, see, some people were saying X, Y, and Z about the mom. I don't know, but I think if you got a kid in a situation to where they're being taken away from the parent, I think that they will allow for a family member to get that kid quicker than them just throwing that kid into the system. You know what I'm saying? I think they would prefer to let the kid live with a family member than to throw them into a household where they don't know anybody. Oh, that Sprite box on that counter. This will be what? 7 days? 8 days? His sister's kid. Maybe. I don't know. I just want to hope that living there is better than wherever the boy could have ended up. You know? School started for my kid today, ATL. Somebody told me school starts there in next week. Miss B, I 100% believe that too. 100%. Flies nesting in the kitchen sink. Listen, we saw gnats and flies yesterday. I zoomed in on them. And let me tell y'all this. And I always say this, guys. Listen, let me show y'all a situation real quick. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. I always tell you guys. Hold on. I always tell you guys that I don't knock anywhere anybody lives because there's always a worse situation when it comes to where people live, right? Always a worse situation, almost every time. And they don't live in the worst place in the world. They really don't. They don't live in the worst place in the world. Hold on. Let me see. Let me show y'all this. Jersey go back after Labor Day. Damn it. I wasn't ready for the summer to be over. I was so not ready. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all a video. I had thought about choosing somebody else to cover. And I think I might do this. And I'm going to tell you why once I get the video loaded up. I'm going to tell you why this might be the next family that I choose. And it's not going to really be to troll them. I want to do it to try and bring awareness and maybe to help them. Hold on. Y'all take a look at this.
Don't lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Oh, shit. Now, I had to turn the music off. But y'all see what this lady's doing? Look at the situation she's in. You know? Whose birthday? Happy birthday. Hold on, I got one more. Yeah, that's bad. Hold on. That's bad.
Me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Same video. Hold on. There's a different one. I'm doing that to say this. Listen, there's always somebody in a worse situation than what you think is going on with somebody else. Always. Like, this didn't even, when I first saw the first video of this family, I didn't even know what to say or think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what to say or think. Leo's in the chat. Oh, the Leos. This lady goes through this every day, unfortunately. Listen, ATL, it gave me bad anxiety. Like, you want to think that there's a better life. Look, this the baby daddy. Look, y'all see the man sitting there playing that video game? That man sitting there playing a video game, that's the baby daddy. Yeah. The kids all sleep. Look at him. He ain't doing nothing. Look. Yeah. How did it get this bad? You wonder. Girl, ATL. That kitchen, you know, you got to close that kitchen. You got to clean that kitchen up, turn that light out. Girl, listen. I was saying every single time I feel like I want something better or something different or something this or something that, you know, God finds a way to let me know that, hey, be happy with what you got going on. God finds a way to tell me, be happy with what you got going on, girl. Because as soon as I was like, you know what, I would love to move into a bigger house. And then they dropped me right off right there on TikTok. They dropped me right off right there in TikTok. Sometimes you get little messages about stuff. You know, you get little messages that say, hey, listen, things could be worse. But it's up to you if you want to listen or pay attention. And when I saw that, I said, thank you, God, for what I got. Because things could be a lot better for them. And they could be a lot worse for me. So, you know, we will wrap up the live. I would like for you guys to let me know if ever I start feeling myself, if ever I feel like y'all feel like I need to be humbled. Because so many people get up on that high horse and don't look back until they're falling off of that high horse. I don't ever want to be there. Because when you get to a situation to where you talk so crazy and so nasty and so negatively to your supporters, you done messed up right there. Because who's going to support you? If you get in there and say, y'all ain't got no man, y'all broke, y'all sleep on a couch, y'all need jobs. You got Grit Baby out here thinking people owe her something. You got so-and-so thinking people owe him something. You got Bossy thinking people owe her something. These people don't owe y'all nothing. Y'all grown people. Y'all grown people. Nobody wants to work. You got people that would rather be on TikTok for 12 hours a day just to make maybe $30 than to go out and get a job and work for 8 hours and then come and do 4 hours on TikTok. At least you got guaranteed money. I heard somebody say you got to put 8 to 12 hours in a day just to get the live incentive pay. That's, I don't know, probably $300 for a week. That's crazy. That's crazy. You on live just to be on live. You ain't even getting gifts. They be arguing with other creators and want to compare money. That's crazy. That's why they in the situation they in now. We had so-and-so on here yesterday saying, somebody give me some galaxies. Give me some money guns. Why? What are you doing? You're not entertaining anybody. Girl. So listen, guys, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. What's so magical about it? 60 minutes? I don't know. I don't know. We've got school tomorrow. I've got work tomorrow. They don't go to school Friday. I don't know why. I don't know why. It makes no sense. But listen, thank you guys so much. Thanks for your gifts. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for being here with me for 2 hours. This was a 2-hour chat. Yes. 2-hour chat. Y'all have a good night. I hope y'all had a good time. As always, I enjoy talking to you guys. I'm going to get some rest. You guys get some rest. We're going to be on TikTok tomorrow because we already know there will be shenanigans. We will be on TikTok tomorrow. I hope to see you guys there. Be looking out for Pillow Talk on Friday night. I probably won't make it tomorrow night, but I will definitely make it Friday night. So y'all have a good night, and thank you guys so much for being here.